Hey, it's Adam Carruthers here, obviously, but I'm not alone. Graham Stewart, former Everton player amongst other clubs, is going to be giving me a tour of the entire training facility. Am I right?
That is absolutely correct, yes. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it because it's a wonderful facility.
Treat me nicely, please.
Of course, I'll look after you.
Where are we exactly in relation to Liverpool City Centre and Finch Farm?
We are now about 5 minutes from Liverpool Airport. So if you hear any planes overhead, that's obviously why. We're 5 minutes away from the airport here. And we are probably about 10 miles away from Liverpool City Centre. And that's where our old training ground wasn't far from, a place called West Derby Village, a place called Belfield, where we used to have 3 pitches, 2 changing rooms, and a gym stroke physio room.
And that's where you trained?
And that's where I trained when I first came to Everton from Chelsea back in 1993.
Are you jealous?
Yes. This is our main reception here.
Okay.
There's a lovely Mary as well who greets you.
Hi, Mary.
If you look, as we walk down the corridor here, we have some old players that have come through the ranks. And it's vitally important that the young kids of today that start as young as 6 and 7 now, they can walk down this corridor, they can look up at the Tony Hibbett's and the Leon Osmonds and people like that and know that they started where they are now at 6 and 7 and came all the way through the ranks, learnt their trade and played numerous times for the first team.
Yeah, obviously. Very familiar names if you watch the Premier League.
Absolutely. We'll come into one of the dressing rooms here. So basically, this is pretty much bang average standard dressing room. No luxuries. You're a young lad, you're learning your trade. You've got a peg, you've got the bench to get changed around, you've got your showers and the toilet facilities behind us, but it's pretty much standard stuff. If you want your luxuries, you've got to earn your luxuries as you go through the ranks. But there's about 8 or 9 dressing rooms along the way here. So the ladies team as well, we have at Everton. You know, they've got their own dressing room as well. Yeah. So we'll make sure that everything's in place for them as well, because they're important to us as a football club.
Of course.
And then we'll come through into the area here, which is where the lads will put their boots on in the morning. No boots in the changing rooms. A little bit of respect, which is something that we always expect from our young players at Everton Football Club all the way through. You have a bit of respect for everybody's job. You try not to make people's lives difficult. So we don't want mud traipse through and somebody else has got to clear it up.
Was that the same for you when you were...
Absolutely same. Let's bring you outside. And this is where, as I mentioned about Belfield, we had 3 pitches. Pan around, there's about 63 pitches here.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. So the magnitude of the place is huge.
The quality of the pitch as well.
The quality of the pitch is superb. We've got, 100% groundsmen here. They work full time. Again, if you look into the distance as well, that pitch over there is the exact dimensions of Goodison Park, and it's under soil heating as well.
So it's just like Goodison Park?
It's absolutely exactly the same as Goodison Park.
And that's been there since day one? So that was purposely built?
That was purposely built purely for that reason, so that if ever we wanted to do set pieces, go through certain drills, if you were taking corners at the training ground, it's travelling exactly the same distance as it does at Goodison Park.
But does that help? I mean, when you played and you went to an away game and you had a pitch which was a bigger dimension, say Old Trafford, does that really help in terms of gauging everything?
I think as a home player, if you're replicating something on a day-to-day basis that you then take into a game, I think that's got to help you down the line. But obviously you understand that once you play away from home, different dimensions, different atmospheres, just something that you have to take on board. And with experience, you learn from that as well. So as you can see, this is again a fantastic facility. This 3G pitch was relayed this very pre-season, so this is absolutely brand spanking new.
This is
so it's great. Drives your mum mad though when you go home and you've got all these little black bits in your shoes. They fall out all over the kitchen floor and your mum goes mad at you.
We play a lot of futsal in Malaysia, so some pitches are like this, but this is next level stuff.
Here we go. This is the gym area. But as you can see, everything from the weight training side of things, cardiovascular. Morgan Feeney.
Coming through, sorry.
You're now in Asia, mate. That's Morgan Feeney, one of our up-and-coming young players. He made his debut last year as well for the first team. So another perfect example for us. He's the captain of the under-23 side. Great lad, high hopes for him.
I can imagine.
But obviously the gym area here, we got all the weightlifting stuff here. You've got the cardiovascular side of things. All the level up there, the bike area up there as well. So
I just realised Wayne Rooney wouldn't have come through here, would he? Because this would have been...
Wayne wouldn't have come. Well, Wayne came through Belfield.
Yeah, he would have done.
Same as myself. But obviously Wayne came back as well.
Yes.
So he would have had this facility as well.
His second stint.
You know, he's our most famous graduate, Wayne, without any question. And it was great when he came back. I know he was desperate to come back to the football club, and he did well for us in the year that he was here.
Yeah.
But now you see the difference as well. He's gone out to America. And DC United went from the bottom of the league, got themselves through to the playoffs.
And he was magnificent.
And he was a huge part of that. And he'll always be a hero at Everton Football Club as well.
Hello.
Hello lads. See some of the under 18 players coming through as well, as I've talked about, doing terrifically well so far this season as well.
Hi Glenn.
Mr. Unsworth,
how are you?
You alright? Very good.
How's things?
Good.
You doing a bit?
Yeah,
doing a bit of work
for once, yeah.
On occasion.
So here we go, this is a fantastic facility you're about to see here, the swimming pool area.
You can start to smell the chlorine right now.
Smell the chlorine and what have you. So this is obviously, I mean, this gets used more for the rehab side of things. Right, this is the kit room here. Are we all right to come in, lads?
Sorry.
This is where the main men.
Oops. All right, Diamond lad.
This is really the heartbeat of Finch Farm. This is the first team kit side of things. So we've got
Hello.
Jimmy Martin now.
Hi. If you had to just list one down in a magazine, what would be the defining memory of your time with Everton?
The 95 Cup final.
95.
Yeah.
Why the 95 over?
That's the only time we've ever won anything. In the kit, man.
Is it really? I didn't realise that.
No.
But you've experienced the
Yeah,
side
we've
of the
been,
80s,
we've been to
85s.
Wembley before as a kit man.
Yeah.
We've never won. You know what I mean? So the 95 Cup final is something special for me anyway.
To beat Man United, Jim's the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
You've seen both sides of the main building. This is our newest building here. As you can still see, unfortunately, there's still some works going on.
It's
So
understandable.
you can't see too much.
Yeah.
But this is our new first team block, exclusively for the first team. It's actually quite a funny story behind this, because when Roberto Martinez was the manager, Roberto wanted this to be accommodation.
Accommodation?
An accommodation area, so that if we were out and playing in Europe, you fly into Liverpool Airport on the return trip, you get back on the coach, you come to Finch Farm, you have sleeping quarters, and then you wake up in the morning and do your warm down. Ronald Koeman came in as the next manager. I don't want that. They can sleep in their own beds. So we changed it into a first team block. So there's a restaurant in there. Obviously more, you know, there's like a little cinema room, seminar, so they can sit down and discuss tactics and what have you. So, but that is exclusively for the first team. So as I say, everything sort of like leads itself through. So we've had the academy side, and you want to get from the academy side to the 18s and the 23s. Once you leave there, that's where you want to be housed.
And the manager would be his office?
Yes, Marco's office is also in that building. So, you know, you've got office area, you've got dressing rooms down the stairs, you've got a cinema area, restaurant up the top, offices at the back, and there's a relaxation area. There's an Everton pool table, dartboard.
Are you allowed in?
I've been in there a couple of times, but I make sure the right personnel are there at the right time. I don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah, it's what every club I've been to, the manager's office is always overlooking the first team pitch to train facilities.
So, I mean, you know, they can check, but Marco's a very hands-on manager, so he's not somebody to sit in his office and watch. He'll be out there making sure that everybody's doing what they need to do to improve us on a daily basis. So, Adam, I really hope that you've enjoyed your tour of Finch Farm.
Yes, I have. One final question.
Yeah, of course.
Where does the name come from?
Finch Farm. Well, there is actually a farm down the road.
It's a farm.
Yeah, it literally is a farm down the road. And again, the food that goes through this place for all the staff, for the players, and everything like that, locally sourced at the farm.
At the farm itself.
So we look after everybody looks after each other.
Finch Farm. Okay, thank you very much.
My pleasure, Adam.
It's my
Great
pleasure.
to see you.